When Nigeria fought a civil war in which 2 million people died, the European powers did not pray. Rano OMOKRI, welcome to the news. And thank you for tuning in to listen. A Nigerian lawyer, best-selling author, and human rights activist Rano OMOKRI has taken to his verified Facebook page to lament that when Nigeria fought a civil war in which 2 to 3 million people died, the European powers did not pray for Nigeria. Well, if you have been in the news in the heat of all this Russia and Ukraine invasion, you would hear that Rano came out to say, to address those who are saying pray for Ukraine, pray for Ukraine. First of all, he said, He said that some people have not prayed for their country, that in this country we have been having what they call internal war, internal crisis, and yet people do not pray. You know, some people saw it as, it's true. Why some people said no now. We have Nigerians who are living over there as well, and those people over there are humans. There was a kind of, debate about it. And me, I stood with, look, we have Nigerians over there, and there is nobody that deserves to be in a warlike crisis, even if we have our own crisis here as well. Okay, the news in detail, please stay with us. He made a statement while condemning Africans for praying for Ukraine but ignoring Ethiopia. According to Rano OMOKRI, when Nigeria fought a civil war for 30 months, in which 2 to 3 million people died, the European powers did not pray for Nigeria. Instead, Russia, France, and other European powers supplied weapons we used to kill each other. I will pray for Ukraine, but first, I will pray for Nigeria, where terrorists have killed over 100,000 people. Then, I will pray for Ethiopia, where 150 people have died in just a few months of the Ethiopia-Tigray conflict. Furthermore, OMOKRI said, I am not impressed by this sudden prioritization of Ukraine over a major conflict closer to home. Do you know how many people have so far died in Ukraine from this war? 198. This is bad, I sympathize. But terrorists have been killing hundreds of Nigerians weekly who have sympathized with us. Well, this thing is for those that do not pray for Nigeria. As far as I'm concerned, no matter where I am, in fact, whenever I reside in a place, in a state, in a locality, I make it a point of prayer, automatically I pray for that particular state, because it is when that state is, that state is thriving, the economy of that state is thriving, there is security in that state, that I can have peace. So I think Rano is directing these things to those who don't pray for, they don't pray for Nigeria, they don't pray for the neighboring African countries, and they don't even pray for the world. The people who pray for these three, as in one time they kneel down to pray on a daily basis, they commit this, as in before they even start to pray for themselves, because you are in the world now. Nigeria is where? Okay, Nigeria is in Africa. I pray for Africa, I pray for Nigeria. Okay, somebody is saying, you're always looking for opportunity to talk. Does not make you wise. Learn to be quiet. Okay, must you always vomit rubbish? Is this a civil war? If a superpower invades Nigeria, will other nations remain indifferent? Sincerely, this is exactly what I said, when I heard what Rano said. I'm saying, do you know that if this matter, if water pass Gary for this matter, and USA can't put body, and other mighty nations can't put body, do you know if care is not taken, this would turn out to be a world war? And now, it is not going to be funny. We are praying for everyone. We are even praying for people, because the way I'm looking at it, Russia, for war, they can chop you raw. In fact, they don't even need time. They just need only one nuclear, nuclear kind of, bomb. Hey, finish. We are gone. They don't even need to waste time. In a matter of minutes, everybody's gone. So that is why, of course, we've been praying for Nigeria. In fact, we pray every time. I don't know about you. Prayer houses are all over Nigeria, but that doesn't mean we pray. For people who does, we pray for Nigeria. And of course, we pray for Africa, and we pray that these things settle down. We pray that, there is peace in Nigeria. There is peace in every part of the world. I will repeat again, there is nobody who deserves to be in a warlike crisis like this. Even if your neighbor, you are at loggerheads, and you hear that your neighbor has been dragged, or maybe for one reason or another, was taken to the war, I don't think you're going to have the conscience to say, oh, let him go. That is how bad the war is. Okay. OMOKRI, you're totally right. What bandits and terrorists have killed and still killing in Nigeria is far more this It's far more than this, and even the innocent ones killed in the east, all in the name of fighting IPOB, and yet nothing serious has been done by the European countries. But now we're asked to pray for Ukraine. Okay, like I said, there's a battle going on. This battle even went out. I'm sure he's just trying to strike it home that he's not that he's not going to pray for Ukraine, but it is for those involved now. If you know you have not been praying for Nigeria, oh yeah, start including it to prayers. So because even the crisis before Ukraine and Russia crisis came out, before Russia invaded Ukraine, we have also been saying a lot of things should be done prayer-wise, praying about it. Though little attention is being shown, I must confess that is the truth. Little attention is being done, and this is because there are some parts of the news that do not make it to the newspaper. You remember I always say for every news that makes it to the newspaper, to blogs and all those news platforms, there are 5 that are swept under the carpet because of how bad they sound, because of the panic it is going to send across. This kind of things happen and they sweep it under the carpet here in Nigeria. So we're in crisis here in Nigeria. Why some people do not know. In fact, some people do not even believe in crisis because they have not been touched by the crisis. We have been praying for Nigeria. So this one is something you pray for Nigeria, you pray for Africa, you pray for the world. Okay. If you know what Russia can do, you will be praying 24 hours that the conflict does not escalate. The deaths during the Nigerian civil war were mostly due to deployment of free Soviet Russian weapons by the Nigerian government. The deaths caused by terrorists in Nigeria and the civil war in Ethiopia are also mostly due to the use of cheap, deadly Russian weapons. So you can imagine if Russia now realizes that no nation on earth can stop it from fulfilling its ambitions, human beings might become history. Boko Haram and herdsmen are more dangerous than Russia. So, brother, pray for Nigerians because charity begins at home. Nobody's saying nobody should pray for Nigerians now. Huh? And who says we have not been praying? Exactly. You should be directing this prayer to all those involved. As for me, I pray for Nigeria. In fact, like I said, there's no way I'm not going to pray for Nigeria because Nigeria is not safe. The economy is not thriving. Everything is going south. And if you're someone who lives in a particular place, for your own business to thrive and for you to become successful, maybe in your career, you have to feel safe. Number one. Number two, you have to feel safe. Number one. Number two, you have to, how do I put it now? The economy of that place has to thrive. So automatically that place become as in one of your prayer points when you are praying. That is it. Yeah, so true talk, European country do not send Africans to pray for them. Pray for yourself and your country and God will settle them. Okay, on this note, we've come to the end of the news to say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.